Seems like everyone's headed for the capital these days, a small village baker says. I figure it's just as well to stay put. We got enough around here to survive, even with the king cutting off trade. You're testing your bowstring and only half listening to the man when Hakon walks up. The baker, unaccustomed to Varl, falls quiet and backs up. The capital's only a few days away now. I know, I'd like to believe we'd make it without any more problems, but that hasn't been our luck. No sense thinking things will change now. You laugh a little, but notice the distant look in Hakon's eyes, as he looks towards the Varl tents. I wonder what the old kings, like Postal or Skymere, would do in my place. They would have kept their people alive, same as you. I just lost half of my people in the old wood. It's like Ivor told me, you can't prepare for a giant serpent attacking. Not even ancient kings could do that. Just keep them alive. No matter what happens in Arborang, protect your people. Hakon looks at you, the confusion leaving his face. Let's get what we need and get going. Maybe it'll be as easy as you make it sound. You give the Varl an encouraging smile. It's the best you can do. Nid's boys are just finishing eating and starting to play when you approach her. Are they getting plenty to eat? I think so. They still have enough energy to get into trouble. It's for the best. Hopefully they can stay children as long as possible. I hope so too. Without allowing you to refuse, she puts a spoon and a bowl with cooked eggs in your hands. You have to try these. It's a family recipe. You take a bite. They're good, but you don't taste anything special. What do you think? Really good, Nid. I think your family's onto something here. Really? You really think so? Yeah, maybe you can set up a shop in Arborang. The archer suddenly looks very amused. I'm glad you like them, but they're just eggs, cooked like any others. My mother used the family recipe story on each of us kids, at one time or another, when we wouldn't eat. She tried to guilt you into eating. She tried anything and everything to raise us, feed us, keep us from getting into too much trouble. Now with my boys, I understand why. I'm sure you had a bit of that with Lillette, but even more so now with this caravan. I doubt there's anything you wouldn't try to keep everyone alive. You think back on all the choices you've made. Just know that we understand and appreciate it, eventually. Thanks, Nid. Alright, so let's hit the road. The carts just start moving away from the village when you hear a girl shout, "Papa." You turn to see where she is looking and gasp. From the east, over ground you recently crossed, comes a large number of missing clansmen, fighters, and Varl. Is that Rugga? Someone asks. At the front of the group is the former governor of Bosgard. Husbands run out to their wives, and children scream in excitement for their parents they believe to be dead. You make your way out to greet the group as well, but Rugga holds up his hand and says you're near. It's as hard as ever to read the governor's face, and Dagger naturally says nothing. I hope you didn't get all cleaned up for me, Rook. Was it too much for you to just die when the serpent struck? You seem to be hard to kill as well. Remember that. His tone is not exactly threatening, but not warm either. You decide what to say next. Thank you for collecting the rest of our clan. Our clan? Is that really what we are? One clan? Believe it or not, that's exactly what we are. I suppose we'll see. We won't be the only ones seeking shelter in Arborang. Families have long memories. Hatred can span generations. Don't be surprised if petty arguments and bad blood rule the day. Do you need to rest before we move on? That's up to the clansmen and fighters. I'm only a servant of the people. His tone is strange, like he's been rehearsing this statement, along with that unnerving grin. I'm sure you could all use a bite at least. It's not a few hours to close your eyes. If that's what they want. You glance at Dagger and get nothing but his stony gaze in return. I'm going to speak to some of the others. Before you do, Dagger shifts slightly. You're shocked by how such small change puts you on guard. It's not that you're a bad man, Rook, but you've made some bad choices. On the ships, in the bogs, in Londar, depths, even in the old wood. And what clan leader leaves half of his people behind, scattered and scared? You now notice the fighters gathered behind it. You're a danger to these people. I hope you understand why you have to die. Dagger lunges at you, but an arrow slams into his shield, disrupting his attack. As you fall back in a defensive posture, you nod to Oddleaf, who's knocking another arrow. So we're going to try to use Oddleaf to steal as many turns from the enemy as possible. We're also going to take out these two enemies first. Yeah, so we'll go after these two, and then turn around and fight these ones. Let's do a mark of prayer here. So that counts as her being part of the kill. Interesting. Nice. So now we just need to reposition, get our archers back behind our beefier guys. I'm gonna hold him here. Try to get this guy back up front. These guys are all dangerous. This is gonna be, if this guy comes in, he can do some major damage. I think Aleo's gonna be going down pretty soon anyway. No! Oh my god, that 10% chance. So I think we're going to taunt him here, just because I could do a lot of armor break, but he's going to go after one of my squishy targets if I don't hold him here. So I can do 6 to him. Battering ram might be a good idea here. It would do 6 to him and 1 to him. It's a lot of willpower, but let's do it. We're gonna just roll the dice here because he's gonna axe throw at Nid again. And we can't let that happen. If we get a crit, he dies. So we took a couple injuries that we probably could have avoided, but should be alright. So the sound of fighting is replaced with wailing as family members recognize their fallen kin. Rugga, you shout, disgusted by the needless bloodshed he forced you into. He's gone, Hakon says. Early in the fighting, he slipped away, but we caught this man, Dagger. Tuvar will lead the bound, silent assassin into the middle of everyone. Rocks and Yoks young are hurled at him. Hakon looks at you. Either you handle this, or I do. You betrayed us, you shout, when all the clansmen back you with a roar of anger. Rugga wanted control and used the lives of everyone here to get it, and you helped him. The man's silence infuriates you. There is no mercy for you, no quick death. You grab a blade from the ground and drive it through Dagger's body. His only sound is a grunt of pain. You nod to Hakon, who easily lifts the man and hooks Dagger on a stout branch by his armor. The clansmen curse and spit at Dagger, or tend to their fallen, and you lead them to it.